welcome back to my channel. Miss Wakesho here, and today I've been joined by my husband.
Hey guys.
This has been a suggested video. People have been requesting to hear Vanny's take on fatherhood. So I decided to do this video in this way so we can talk about a little bit more things on this video. So we want to talk about things we wish we knew about parenting.
Yeah. Before we became, or maybe the misconceptions that we had,
and also misconceptions. So in this topic, in this video, we'll be talking about all that. If you're new here, karibuni, welcome to my channel. Don't forget to subscribe, turn on your notification, and so you can get in with the fam and all the good stuff. First thing that people don't talk about is actually the emotion that comes with parenting. When you first saw Zuri, what were you thinking? I know it's been 1 year.
It's been a year. No, so I mean, it was a lot of emotions that went through. First of all, because I was worried about the mom. Okay, the mom okay as well. The baby okay as well. Then rushing, because I remember Rachel was still on the operating table while I was going around with the baby, because I made sure that I didn't lose sight of her.
That's the one thing that I think spoke about. Like make sure that you know where the baby
is at all times. Honestly, it was overwhelming feelings, to be honest. Seeing her for the first time, that hey, I'm in this world. It's a joyous feeling, to be honest.
And I feel like you feel like it's all worth it. Like, all the panicking and the anxiety that you had from the beginning, and then like you see your baby, like your baby is finally here. I mean, it's beautiful. Like everything just stops. And you're like, wow, how beautiful. You appreciate like me, I've given back to a whole life, and like the baby is actually here and the baby is healthy. Those things that you take for granted, like the baby didn't have to go to NICU, the newborn ICU, things like that. So it's a beautiful experience. Like there's a beautiful, like the emotions that come with seeing your child for the first time, being a parent. It's a beautiful experience.
It really is. I mean, before, a lot of anxiety, and when they come, you're like, oh, finally, okay, get rest.
And then you can't wait to see the baby. You have so many questions. Like you're like, well, how will the baby look like?
All the toes are there, and all the fingers are there.
And that's actually the most important thing.
I guess another one of the things that we thought there was like a handbook to parenting, like when you get a child, okay, and you check. There's like, okay, a few things, okay, diaper, feeding, and sleep. But and also I get friends as well who ask me, who have kids, who ask me about okay, now I got my child, how is it? But one of the things is, parenting is winging it, to be honest. Like there's no blueprint to this thing. Like I can't, if the parent can tell me that, okay, I know what I'm talking about, then no.
I feel like after getting Zuri, I realized that like a lot of us are just winging it. Like a lot of us, because I mean, I'm a type of mom or a parent who will ask questions to my fellow parents, the people who've been there before me, like, how do you do this, how do you do that? And sometimes like you reach out to your friends, and some things they don't know. The thing is, like, kids are so different, like, so you can't be like, oh, my sister has a child, so I know I'm gonna have it easy because I helped raise my niece or my nephew. It doesn't work like that, because your child is a
unique individual.
A unique individual, and they'll come with their own challenges and their own blessings. It's good to also ask and interact with other parents. Then you'll actually eliminate, no, this doesn't work.
Try this thing. Try something else.
But you guys, parents, we are winging it. So if you're out there and you feel like, I really don't know what I'm doing, we all don't know what
I
we're
think
doing.
that's also a good thing,
We all
actually.
don't know what we're doing. You're okay.
You're okay.
You're okay. This is a safe space. You can comment. You can talk about it.
I remember one of the things I was asking before Zoe came was, I was asking parents, okay, so when does it get easier? So somebody would say, okay, first 3 months, okay.
3 months, we're waiting. Oh my
Then
God.
you're like, okay,
we are
no.
clocking it. 3 months.
Then somebody said 6 months. I'm like, okay. Then 1 year, then 2 years. Now I'm on 4 years apparently. 4 years it gets easier. So
Oh, I remember, they said 3 months. 3 months reaches, we're like,
wait.
no, because the thing is, after 3 months they change. So
they change again,
they change.
So you get to understand them. Then you're like, okay, 6 months, okay.
They change again.
Then you think, okay, they're independent, they can sleep better. Then teething happens. They're like, come on.
You're
guys.
like, what?
Then teething doesn't stop.
It doesn't stop. I was just dealing with it right now. Like and we had a plan this morning. We're like, we're gonna shoot early. We're gonna do our plans versus Zuri's plans.
Yeah, quite.
Yeah, that's it. Another thing I want to talk about is exhaustion when it comes to parenting. I think when the baby is born, there's obvious sleep deprivation. And then after the sleep deprivation, there is like you're trying to figure out your child, and then when like you're constantly trying to, as you're talking about the 3 months, then the 6 months, and that build up can actually really lead to exhaustion.
I think it's like one of those other misconceptions where you feel like, okay, when the baby reaches, okay, the sleeping, it gets easier in terms of, it gets easier in terms of handling the baby, but also gets a bit more energy intensive in the sense that, for example, now Zoe is all over the place.
Yeah.
So that exhaustion is what I think Rachel is alluding to, in the sense that you don't get it. Okay, before it was always have to be up because you need to make sure she's
the
eating.
baby has eaten every 3 hours. But
now it's like, okay, to chase them around.
Yes,
Zoe, don't go there. Don't go there.
Yes, there's like long-term exhaustion, and you need rest. As parents, you need rest. This is. I took long to actually shoot. This is something that I've been wanting to talk about, like how things we wish you knew. But I took long intentionally for us to get to understand the general essence of parenting. So I felt like 1 year was a good time. But yes, there is that exhaustion, and we are currently facing the exhaustion, but we have ways to deal with it, and to have some downtime for just us, just set time for just mom and dad, no baby. Mostly at night because that's when she's asleep. During the days it's kind of a rumor. But at night we try and like set out time for ourselves, watch movies, do things to sort of just release that stress and exhaustion that comes with parenting, because I feel like that's something that people don't talk about. Like, it's exhausting. Parenting can get exhausting. That's the truth. So you do need an outlet. You do need something that you do to make you feel like you've rested a bit. Finding rest.
Which is I guess with like silver lining with the Rona situation, the fact that with the lockdown, there was time to, because you're juggling between, like, for example, myself. I mean, Rachel does everything almost like when it comes to Zuri, the most with Zuri. With me, it was like, okay, juggling work, the stress that comes in with the baby. But at least there was some break in terms of with the lockdown and everything. Where at least I feel like the people who benefited the most from the lockdowns are actually kids. They get time to
spend time with their dad,
with their dad and stuff. So it was it was good. At least I got to spend more time with Zoe and whatnot.
Another thing I wanted to talk about is how your relationship changes once you become parents. One of the biggest things was actually like, fine, Van is a good husband, but how will he be as a dad? Those are questions. Like, once I became pregnant, those are questions that I was asking myself. Like, fine, he is a good husband, he's a good husband to me, but I also need him to be a present father. And I feel like we sat down and had like a conversation. I feel like that's something that needs to be had. If you're in a relationship or you're in a marriage, and now you're becoming parents.
And it's not like it's a no-brainer to be like, okay, yes, I'll be a good father.
Obviously, there'll be a good mom, or I'll be a good mom.
Yeah,
you never know. I mean, parenting.
It's working on yourself as well. Because
Yeah.
I find myself, I mean, Rachel, because of the type of person, I mean, the type of person I am, like the introvert, and I can spend hours by myself just working, and that needs to change. I find myself, Rachel, reminding me to say, okay, now Vanya, just put your work aside, focus on the baby. I mean, it's not like a subconscious thing of, okay, sometimes you have to change.
It's not like
it's
snap.
a working, it's
not like you wake up and now I'm a father.
I never realized I was, we all came into the parenting with our own personalities, and I remember we became parents after a year, and we've been ourselves for more than before Zuri. I had a life,
before
I was
Zuri.
wired a certain way,
Exactly.
You can't be like, okay, suddenly I changed that, but it does take a bit of work to adjust. Okay, now I'm no longer that person who I used to be by my parents, so I need to adjust the way I think and the way I act.
If you see that your partner is not supporting you the way that you want, mothers, because I know it reaches a point you start getting frustrated because you're the primary, like your child, you and your child, the bond between you and your child wants you, you're the mom first. So I mean, you need to let your husband know that, hey, I would like you to do ABC, because some things are not obvious. Like, because sometimes you're in a bubble of frustration as a mom. Like, you're like, but he should be waking up, but he should be doing this. As in, a simple conversation can change everything. It can change the way your husband acts towards your child. It can change your relationship with your husband. So it can stop being a competition. But I changed the diaper, but I did this.
Yes.
How comes he's not listening? How comes he's not noticing that I need help? So if you feel like you're at a point that you actually need help, you can't deal with this situation at this point, or you're busy cooking and you need someone to quickly look after the baby, just talk to your husband about it. Be open and have a sincere conversation and say, hey, I need help here. Parenting can really mess up your relationship. That's just to put it bluntly. It can mess up your relationship. It can lead to many fights because I feel like you're trying to learn yourself. You're trying to learn to be a mother. You're trying to juggle so many things. If you're a working mom, you're trying to juggle career. You're trying to juggle, is my baby okay? You're trying to juggle like your marriage. Because I felt like, honestly, it reached a point that, like, I put our marriage at the back, at the back, and I felt like.
But there isn't time. I mean, you wake up, you look, okay, food for Zuri, you have to make sure they've eaten and stuff. Then as soon as there is, like, okay, what are you gonna eat for lunch? As soon as you finish eating lunch,
Sorting out
what's
loud.
gonna be for supper? Okay, time to bath. Is it sleeping time?
Roller coaster.
It continues.
It's like,
so it's like, okay, I mean, sometimes I also realize, okay, the lovey-dovey, you need time for it. Yeah, so
it became there was a point that it became challenging, because by the time 9 o'clock reaches PM, I'm done. Like, I want to sleep. I am exhausted, and it's not like it's like I wouldn't like to sit down, watch a movie or spend time, chat and say, hey, how was your day? But like, you can get so exhausted. You just I feel like the most important thing here is to realize that, hey, there's an issue here. We are not putting ourselves. We're not putting our marriage is not being put first, or there's a disconnect here, between us.
Neglected.
Yes, we were neglecting ourselves for the baby, and it happens. But the fact that we picked it up and we said, yo, here there's an issue and that we need to correct.
Yeah.
I feel like that helped.
It helps.
It really it really helped us. We're still learning. I mean, there's some days they're like, yo, everything just goes upside down. Like, we had a plan, but it doesn't
Don't get
work.
fooled with all the nice videos Miss Wakesho posts.
My friends,
guys, it gets
behind
rough.
that, it's
a
so
rough.
rough.
It's rough.
Probably I'm upset. And it's rough because you know what, it's real, you know, and these things happen. So if you feel like you're in a situation where you and your husband are at a disconnect, it does happen. So long as you address it and have a conversation and try and make a plan, see how you can move forward, then at least, you know, it's something, right?
It's true. Step at a time.
One step at a time. We also want to talk about the finances and when
That's the money.
the money.
Hey. What did I say? You know, when we found out
Mungu akileta mtoto ataleta sahani yake. In fact, I posted this on my Instagram just this week because I was thinking about it. Guys, when we found out that I was pregnant, someone was having a heart attack here.
Of course, I had a heart attack. What do you expect?
Hey, it was like a funeral in this place.
Started counting my rents and cents.
But the truth is, we were not financially there to have stable. We were not.
I mean, if it was
we were
up to
not there
me,
financially to have a child. But I mean, when God decides to bless you, He will bless you. You know. And so we decided to just take it one step at a time. You know, we saved here and there. So what we gathered our cents and put them together.
Yeah, because of that.
You know,
when the baby comes, I mean that first. The things they need for the first month in terms of the stuff you need to buy. Yeah, that's a lot. I mean, even a friend of mine was calling me and saying, "Hey, dude, I spent X amount. Is this right?" I'm like, yeah.
Because I mean, there is, like, you know, the way before you have a child, like you have your savings, you have this structure. Hey, but with a child, you can blink and you've spent 2,000 rands. You don't, like, it was not even in there. It wasn't there, but like it's you spent it, and you know, there's no like super structure. You're saying that I'm gonna spend 200 rands per month and stuff. No, but like it's also comes to a testament how God has actually seen us through.
Yeah, that's for sure.
As in, there's some things we're like, okay, tumwachie Mungu, you know, because
it's funny because we're actually, technically, if you think about it, we're actually in a better financial situation now with Zuri than we before Zuri.
Yeah.
I'm not saying we're balling or anything like that. Don't.
But it's
manageable. It's actually maybe because with Zuri the decisions we make,
adults and became more responsible. I don't know, but I'm telling you guys, as in, it became better.
I'm not saying it's like that for everybody, but I'm saying we've been blessed.
We've been blessed.
The decisions we make and stuff. We put Zoe first. Maybe we don't go out as much. Maybe that's saving. We're not popping bottles. We never did, but anyways.
Which bottles, Alfie? Which bottles? I wasn't there.
You weren't there.
What? Kumbe watu wanasema wanaenda shopping. Kumbe wameenda popping bottles. But what we're saying is that, I mean, sometimes there is that anxiety. There is that, oh my God, what are we going to do? You're thinking about in a year's time, in 2 years' time, she needs to go to creche. Where's the money? In a what time we need to? But I mean, in the Bible it says, like, be still and know that I am God. I feel like when I was pregnant, I was the happiest because that verse just kept resonating in me. Every time I'm like, I don't know how we're going to do this, I just leave it to God. That was just my thing. And I'm more of like, you know, in the marriage when you have, like, I'm more of like, you guys, let us just do, like, be positive. I'm more of the positive. Like, the moment I feel like Vanna is not getting into the program, I'm like, hey, we got this. We have God on our side, you know? Because sometimes, you know, you can feel like, wow, where are we going to get this money from? But we are a testament, guys. We are at a better place, and God has seen us through this child. and he's still seeing us through.
I mean, it's not thingy, but we're
he's seeing.
We're taking it a day.
He is seeing us through. But yeah, we are thankful. Yeah, 100%. Yeah. So be still and know that He is God. There's some things that you're seeing the physical and you're seeing that it's not possible. Just leave it to God. He'll do it. He'll do it for you. Yeah. Okay guys, so we want to love and leave you now before the baby wakes up. Thank you so much for watching, and yeah, please comment down below. Let us know about your parents, your journey as parents. I mean, how has it been so far, you and your partner? A relationship, has it changed like ours? Were you struggling at some point? Let us know. I think let us encourage each other as parents. Like you know, it's a journey. We're still going through the journey of parenthood, and we'll raise each other up, and you know, give each other positive vibes, you know.
Yeah. And thanks for watching, guys. I know I haven't been on the camera for a minute. I really enjoyed this.
Thanks for coming through.
I just hope you guys are doing well, especially the time that we're living in.
Yeah.
Please, I also like to encourage you guys to just call your friends. I know a lot of people talk about finances have been affected financially because all the lockdown and the different the borders being closed and whatnot. Actually, see if your friends are doing okay in any way you can assist them. Just assist them in any way you can. I mean, this too shall pass, and let's deal with this.
Let us love and leave you now. Don't forget to share, like, subscribe, turn on that notification. We just wanted to have a moment of being real with you guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.